In Japan, Korean culture is enjoying such widespread popularity that many are now calling it the fourth wave of Hallyu. The first wave was sparked by the popularity of the drama Winter Sonata, the second by K-pop idol groups, and the third wave saw global superstars like BTS and BLACKPINK expand Korean influence into fashion and food. So what defines the fourth wave? Let's find out by connecting with Tamayo Muto, a journalist in Tokyo. Hello, Tamayo.
Hello, Tamayo.
Hello.
So, Tamayo.
Hello. It's my pleasure to be here.
We're very happy to have you. All right, so Tamayo, from what you're seeing on the ground, what sets this wave of Hallyu apart from the previous ones? How would you define the fourth Hallyu wave?
Yeah, sure. So I would say the biggest difference from the past waves is its continuity. The fourth wave is no longer a temporary boom, but has been consistent and embedded as part of everyday life of Japanese. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, K-dramas such as ArirangNews and Itaewon Class and film Parasite became big hits in Japan. Korean fashion, cosmetics, and food also became very popular. K-pop groups are widely recognized and followed not only by fans, but also by general audiences. The amount of exports of Korean content to Japan has been generally on the upward trend for over a decade, with an average annual growth rate of 8.4% over the 13 years up to 2023, according to Korea Creative Content Agency.
Tamayo, just like you just mentioned, and also a number of English language media outlets I also saw mentioned that Korean culture has become part of everyday life in Japan. So is that true? What are some examples that back this up?
Yeah, I would say it's very true. You can see the examples everywhere, from music and language to food. So if you walk into a cafe or apparel shop in Tokyo, you will often hear K-pop playing naturally in the background, just like J-pop or Western pop music that's been traditionally played there. And also, Korean food culture has also become a part of daily life in Japan, as I said. A significant example, McDonald's in Shibuya was replaced recently by Korean burger shop Mom's Touch. And my friend also was telling me that she was really shocked about that.
I see. And which age groups in particular are enjoying Korean culture these days in Japan? And because I heard this wave is set to cut across age and gender more than ever before.
Yeah, just like you said, one of the main features of the fourth Korean wave is that it's been happening across the wide range of age groups. During the first wave, the main audience was middle-aged older women, mostly fans of K-dramas such as Winter Sonata. And the second wave was driven by popular idol groups such as Girls' Generation and Color, and especially it happened among young people. And also the third wave was mostly among young people. However, in the current fourth wave, younger generation, so-called Gen Z, have been engaged with K-pop idols, but also wider generation are watching K-drama and also enjoying cosmetics or food, as I said. So it's been happening for almost everyone.
All right, I think that is very interesting because nowadays, recently, we see many young people who start to fall in love with the Korean wave, but in Japan, it was actually the other way around. We had more people in their 30s and 40s falling in love with the K-dramas, and then we have the even younger generations and teenagers getting into K-pop and other aspects of the Korean culture. Also, let's talk about K-pop concerts and K-pop events in Japan. They are said to be selling out almost instantly. So tell us a little bit about the atmosphere at these events. And do you think that fan enthusiasm maybe has changed compared to earlier years?
Yes, K-pop fandoms in Japan or fan communities have become increasingly passionate in recent years, I would say. Especially idol audition programs and fan voting system have significantly deepened fans' level of commitment. And this enthusiasm is clearly seen in concert or fan meeting events. Groups like IZ*ONE and Gen1 are good examples of how the voting system by fan contributed to their growth and popularity. Japanese fans expect a very high level of Korean idols' performance, but also at the same time, they don't consume K-pop simply as entertainment, but they actively support the artists' growth and long-term careers.
Definitely. And alongside K-pop, I'm sure Korean food and beauty products are also very hot in Japan. So what can you tell us about the increase in Japanese consumers actively seeking out these Korean products?
Yeah, so as for the Korean beauty product, many skincare or cosmetics brands have entered the Japanese market and they're really popular. You can find Korean products in just drugstore or of course like supermarkets and beauty product stores. And also here, Korean idols and online influencers play a major role in making them popular. For example, cosmetics brands like Wonjoyo, produced by a makeup artist who does makeup for K-pop group Twice, now sold at Japanese drugstores, and they're really popular. That said, Japanese consumers today are not simply buying products because influencers are using it, but they actually see the values in them. They evaluate the products very carefully, and they see it really innovative and also effective in their daily use.
Tamayo, do you have a personal favorite when it comes to Korean cosmetics? Not the brand necessarily, but what kind of products do you use?
Yeah, for me, face mask is my favorite. Yeah, just last night I used one of them.
Okay. All right, now let's go back to Korean dramas and films, because although we did mention Winter Sonata or 겨울연가, which was hot back in the years, but Korean dramas and films are still making it big in Japan. So which productions have been recently gaining popularity? I know you mentioned Itaewon Class and Parasite. Anything else maybe, or what's been huge lately?
Yeah, sure. Of course, there are globally popular titles such as Parasite, Crash, ArirangNews, Squid Game, thanks to movie streaming platforms. But I would say one important recent trend in Japan is the increase in Korea and Japan co-produced dramas. A good example is a romance drama, Marry My Husband, in which the main character who is betrayed by her husband seeks revenge in her second life. The Korean version was broadcast in 2024, and it was followed by a Japanese adaptation in last year, and both versions became major hits. And also, a remake version of Korean dramas into Japanese versions, such as Familiar Wife and Boys, have also gained strong popularity. Also, I would say Korean reality shows have gained attention in Japan. Programs like Singles Inferno are popular among young viewers, showing a growing interest in more realistic stories with a little bit of drama among the participants.
Right, those are also some of our favorite ones.
Very happy to hear the K-content's receiving a lot of love in Japan. And now I want to talk about something different, a little bit different. Recently, more Japanese universities have expanded Korean language programs, and also interest in studying in Korea is reportedly growing as well. Some analysts point out to author Han Kang's Nobel Prize as kind of a catalyst for rising interest in Korean literature. So are you seeing or witnessing these trends?
Yeah, absolutely. More and more people are interested in Korean language and actually start learning it. So in 2023, the number of people who took Korean language proficiency test in Japan surpassed the number for Chinese language, even though Chinese was traditionally attracted many learners for business purposes. In particular, many women in their 20s and 30s who enjoy K-pop and Korean dramas now want to understand lyrics and dialogue without relying on Japanese translations. Interest in studying abroad in Korea has also grown significantly. In last year, the number of Japanese students studying Korea reached more than 8,000, an increase almost 80% since the previous year, and more than double the figure from the 10 years ago. Also, at the same time, as you mentioned, interest in Korean literature is very huge, especially after Han Kang became the first Asian woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Today, Japanese bookstores have dedicated K-book sections called special fairs and display works by Han Kang and other Korean authors. Korean literature is especially popular among female readers, I would say, because especially the categories like feminist literature and essays collections are popular in Japan.
Happy to hear that. Now, just briefly, Tamayo, do you think this fourth wave of Hallyu will move beyond a temporary trend? Do you think we're going to have some long-term impact on Japanese society and culture?
Yes, I do believe the fourth wave of Hallyu is already beyond the temporary boom, and also will further develop in the future. Because it's not driven by a single hit drama or superstar. It's rather supported by a whole culture, including music, drama, food, beauty, language, and also education. I think this wave has an important meaning as soft power as well, especially in the time of difficulty and political or international situation. And so regardless of the situation, people continue to enjoy Korean music, watch K-dramas, and engage with Korean culture in their daily lives. I believe this creates a quiet but powerful bridge between the two countries, Japan and Korea.
All right. Thank you very much, Tamayo, for connecting with us today. And we hope for many more exchanges of culture between Japan and Korea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Bella. As always, we're going to see you back here next week.
Yes, I'll see you back next week.